Hey, what's going on? It's Brad here. And today we're breaking down one of the single best tools available to anyone who wants to build wealth. And that is, of course, the Roth IRA. In this video, I'm going to explain what a Roth IRA is, why it's so powerful, who's eligible, and exactly how you can get started, even if you're brand new to investing. So, what is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is a type of retirement account. IRA just means individual retirement account. The Roth part refers to the tax treatment. You put in money you've already paid taxes on, and then the investments inside the account grow completely tax-free. So when you withdraw that money in retirement, you don't owe any taxes on it, no matter how much it's grown. So if you invest $6,000 today and it grows to $60,000 by the time you retire, that growth is yours to keep. Compare that to a traditional IRA or a 401k where you save on taxes up front, but you then have to pay income tax when you take the money out later. With the Roth, you're trading a small tax bill today for potentially massive tax-free withdrawals in the future. There are three huge benefits to a Roth IRA. So first is tax-free growth and withdrawals. As I mentioned, once your money goes in, the IRS can't touch it again. Then we have flexibility. Unlike a 401k that you get through your employer, you can open a Roth IRA anywhere. Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, whatever platform you like. And then we also have more accessibility. You can withdraw the money you contributed at any time, penalty-free. So if you put in $5,000 and it grows to $7,000, you can always take out your original $5,000 without any penalties. Now, the $2,000 of growth does need to stay there until retirement, but just knowing you have access to your original contributions makes it less intimidating to get started. Now let's talk eligibility. Anyone with earned income can open a Roth IRA, but there are some income limits and contribution limits that determine how much you can actually invest. Now, if you make under $150,000 a year, you can contribute the maximum amount of $7,000 if you're under the age of 50 or $8,000 if you're 50 or older. Once your income is higher than $150,000, there's sort of a sliding scale where your total contribution limit decreases up until your income is $165,000, at which point you are no longer eligible for a Roth IRA. All of this also depends on whether you're single or married, and things can get a little bit complicated. So I'll put a chart up on the screen here that you can pause and take a look at to see exactly where you fall in this picture. Keep in mind, these contribution limits do change slightly over time, but this information is current as of the making of this video. Now, how do you get started with a Roth IRA? First, you need to choose a brokerage. Personally, I would suggest Schwab or Vanguard. These are great options. They don't have any account minimums or fees, and they make it really easy to open a Roth IRA in just a few minutes online. Once you've done that, you can fund your account. You can link your bank account and transfer an initial amount of money in. And then it's time to pick your investments. A Roth IRA is not an investment itself. It's just a container. This is very, very important to remember because just putting your money into a Roth IRA will not enable it to grow over time. You need to invest that money in something inside of the Roth IRA. So inside, you can buy stocks, bonds, index funds, ETFs, whatever fits your personal investment strategy. Now, the simplest, most effective choice for most people is a low-cost index fund that tracks something like the S&P 500. This gives you broad diversification with minimal effort. You can also look into something called a target date fund, which is essentially a collection of index funds that gives you stocks, bonds, exposure to domestic and international markets, and it automatically rebalances itself over time based on your target retirement year to ensure that your investments are more aggressive when you're younger and have a higher risk tolerance, and more conservative as you get closer to that time when you need to start withdrawing your money. But again, you can invest in anything within a Roth IRA that you could invest in a normal brokerage account. Finally, it's a good idea to automate this system. Set up automatic contributions and automatic investments every month. Even $200 or $300 a month consistently can turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars by retirement because of compound growth. So a few other things to know about the Roth IRA. First is an age requirement. You can withdraw your contributions anytime, as we mentioned, but to withdraw your earnings tax-free, you need to be at least 59 and a half and have had the account open for at least 5 years. Next thing to know is the contribution deadline. You have until tax day of the following year to make contributions for the current year. So you can make contributions for this year all the way up until April of next year. When it comes to early withdrawals, if you take out earnings before 59 and a half and before the 5-year rule, you may owe taxes and a 10% penalty. There are certain exceptions for things like buying your first home, qualified education expenses, or certain emergencies. Lastly, there are no required minimum distributions. Unlike traditional retirement accounts, you never have to withdraw money from a Roth IRA if you don't want to. That makes it a really good estate planning tool if you want to use it for that purpose. The biggest problem with Roth IRAs is that most people never open one. They think they don't have enough money, or they assume retirement is too far away to matter. But the real cost is waiting. Every year you don't use your Roth IRA, you lose a year of tax-free compounding forever. You can't make it up later. Let me give you an example. Say you invest $6,500 per year from age 25 to 35, just 10 years, and then you stop contributing. If that money grows at 7% annually, by age 65, you'll have close to $700,000. Now, compare that to someone who waits until age 35 to start and contributes $6,500 every year for 30 years straight. By age 65, they'll have less than $650,000. That's less money, even though they contributed 3 times as much. That is the magic of starting early. The Roth IRA is one of the best wealth building tools available to regular people. You don't need to be rich, you don't need to be a stock picking genius, and you don't even need to max it out right away. All you need to do is get started. The earlier you do, the more time your money has to compound tax-free. So to recap, a Roth IRA is an individual retirement account where your money grows tax-free. You contribute with after-tax dollars, you can invest in just about anything, and when you take it out in retirement, it's yours, no taxes owed whatsoever. The earlier you start, the more powerful it becomes. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you would hit that like button and subscribe for more personal finance videos just like this.